Welcome to part 2 of Sonic 1. So in the last video right at the end I said continues are useless. This is not the case because for first time players they're very useful. Once you run out of all your lives you will go onto a continue screen with a countdown. Upon reaching this and you selecting that you want to continue, you'll start again with 3 lives at the start of the last level you were at. You don't get to start at the checkpoint which you were last at, which I didn't state in the last one. Yes, there are checkpoints in this game, and I'll show one of them off later on. We're coming to a lava bit in a minute. We just move this platform and the lava chases us upon seeing us. You just lose your rings like that if you hit the lava, and you won't die unless you've got no rings, but in any other game you probably would just die or you'd be burnt to a crisp. These suitcases with chains, I believe, act as platforms. They're very useful, obviously, to get to the other side. You could cheese it by just jumping in the lava. Those badniks, the best way to kill them is just to spin them like that. If you don't do that, you'll probably get hit, lose your rings or your shield, and they scatter everywhere and it's an absolute pain. This part, you're meant to move a block, but as you can see, I just jumped over all of them. It saves so much more time. Right, at this point we are going to come to the checkpoint I was talking about. Just got to manoeuvre on these platforms at the moment and then we'll come to the checkpoint. There it is. When it's inactive it is blue, but when you go past it will turn red. Checkpoints are very useful. Once you lose a life you respawn to the nearest checkpoint that you hit. One thing I didn't mention in the last part is the music. The music is really good. Each zone has a piece which fits it, I find. Green Hill is a memorable piece. Everyone knows Green Hill. Even in newer Sonic games you will know about Green Hill's theme, and Marble Zone's theme I think fits because it has a bit of a dangerous sort of slow paced beat to it which fits it quite nicely. The only 2 themes in this game which I do not think fit, I will come to one of them, but one you've heard is the boss theme. Dr Robotnik isn't threatening to me, not at all. Like you'll see in the later Sonics, his themes are a bit more goofy or a bit more fun, but this one just seems really sinister and dark. And later on we'll come to the other piece which I don't think fits, which actually another game has the same zone but a better theme, and it's a different version. I'll come to that later on. Anyway, that is the end of Act 2 and we're going to come to the next special stage, which I love the special stages. I never understand why there are rings in this stage because there is no ring counter at all. And I'm sure if you get 100, I don't know if you get an extra life. I have never actually bothered to try because of course the aim is to get the emerald, not to get a bunch of lives. Thankfully though, some of the rings point out arrows which show you the way, so this way you're not really in much danger of getting caught in the gulls, which sends you back to the next stage. I think I got a bit more luck in this one. I'm not too sure. I think I do anyway. Anyway, yep. There you go. Bumper's been useful. Just bumped me straight into the emerald. And that is the end of that one. And now we got 4 emeralds. And to continue, like I said, they will build up. For people who've been playing this a long time, it continues, like I said, not that great. But for first time, the more you get, the more chances, but it depends how persistent you are, because you could have like 9 of them, start at the start of the stage, and you probably lose your mind. Right, there you go, that's just demonstrated that if you go on those caterpillars, they will break and make you lose rings. They're an absolute pain. That part just a minute ago, I thought there was a secret entrance, but there wasn't. But for a Sonic game, this game isn't really fast. I mean, later on in Unleashed and Sonic Rush, it's a lot faster, but in this one it's more about precision platforming. Like Mario, except a bit different. Anyway, at this part, you push the block, and then it goes in the lava, and you follow it along, and you wait until you get to this part, which fire will gush up, but you got to wait for the second one, because the first one messes it up, but the second one, there you go, it's done. Back to Mario, or Mario, whatever way you want to say it. Years ago, Sonic was made to counteract Mario, and as you can see, from a while ago, well, quite a long time ago, Sonic was dominating the gaming industry, but sadly later on it just didn't hold up because Sega just broke into a smaller company. They made a lot of poor choices, and still to this day I feel they are making a lot of bad choices. Anyway, just then, that was a secret passage to miss about, I don't know, 20 seconds of the game, probably about that. And this bit, oh, if you're a first time player, you're probably going to find this annoying, because if those bats get you off guard, you'll fall down, and you've got to do probably about 15 more seconds of the level. Right, coming to the boss, and I just got hit, so I got one ring, so this should be interesting. I heard what you said last part, Tribal. I'll deal with you later. Anyway, Sonic, would you like some hot sauce? What? Come on, boy, open up. Yeah, got some hot sauce. I need Sonic tonight. I got some hot sauce, baby, this evening. Oh, drat, you defeated me again. Oh, cheerio again. Bye-bye. Wow, I wonder what that was about. He seems serious. I hope I'm not in trouble. Anyway, that is the end of Marble Zone, and we're going to come to the third zone, which is the zone which I thought should have been the second stage, not the third. Anyway, this is Spring Yard Zone. This is a bit more forgiving than Marble Zone. As you can see, it's more straightforward. There's no lava, there are bottomless pits and spike traps here and there, but this is pretty much of a fun level, really. Like, much more of a second level introduction than what Marble Zone was. Right, killing these badniks right now will stop their dick move firing when you are under these platforms, which you cannot avoid, and you'll lose a lot of rings. This level is very slow paced and fun. I think, like I said, I think the music fits this really well. In a minute you're going to come across this badnik. Oh, these things, I don't know how I avoided it this time, but they seem to roll down, come at you, and then if you jump, they will jump at the same time and usually hit you. That switch there, you've got to, the minute you hit it, you've got to get on this platform, because if you do not get on that platform, it'll leave without you. It's not really that much of a problem, but being higher in this level is actually much more of an advantage than being lower. We're coming to a checkpoint, and there is actually another badnik in this level, which is annoying. I'll come to him in a minute. I don't know what you want to call him. I'll just call him Spike, I guess. He's pink. There he is, that one. Right. I don't even spin this one because half the time it just hits me anyway. You're meant to jump on the platform, so I thought, no, I'm going to do it this way. And I'm going to do it again. 1 or 2 and a whee! Right, like I said, I don't know what to represent this stage as. It's called Spring Yard Zone, but there isn't many springs. I mean, there's more bumpers than anything. I'd say it was kind of a go at trying to make a pinball level. Anyway, that is the end of that act. And now we're going to come to the next special stage, and soon we're going to be done with these. And I can't wait, because to get in the special stage you need 50 rings, like I said, but later down the line you're going to lose a lot of rings, because the later levels are a bit more unforgiving on the ring count, especially the last one. I don't know many people who can get a ring in the last levels, which I'll show you later on. Anyway, this is a special zone. I don't know which one it is. It is just annoying special zone, like I said. Out of all the Sonic special stages, these are the ones I hate the most. They're just gimmicky as anything. I don't know what someone was thinking when they were like, hey, remember years ago when you had that maze and you had to rotate it to get the ball in the certain areas? Yeah, wouldn't that be great as a Sonic special stage? I want to face palm at the guy who actually thought this was a good idea. It's slow and it's just not fun. It really isn't. Anyway, that's the end of that. And I've got now 5 emeralds. There is 1 more to go. And I will see you in the next part. Guys, see you later. Bye bye.